sorry. It's very important that you guys take your measurements. In fact, I'm going to require it, and if you don't do it, I'm going to come hunt you down. So you have to take your measurements, and you have to take your before pictures. I am so glad I did this. I did my before pictures 6 weeks after I had Finn, and I hated doing it. It sucked really bad, but I'm so glad I did it, because now I have those pictures to go back and look at, because I participate in every challenge group that I do with you guys, and so now I'm like on month 19 of all my challenge groups, and no, 14 of my challenge groups, and I can go back and say, you know, this is my first day, and this is my me now, and this is what I've gone through, and it's just really cool to see the transformation. And also, like, when you take your picture, even if it's only been 4 weeks, like, you'll see a difference on a photo. You may not see it when you look in the mirror after only 4 weeks. You might see it, but you may not. And it's really great to have that side-by-side picture. So I'm going to require you guys take those pictures. We'll get into that in a second. So talking about the measurements on your app, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but on the bottom, there's the plus sign. You know that now, and you know how to log your shake and your workouts. And then there's also your weight and your measurements. And so you're going to go to the plus, and you're going to put your weight in. You're going to go to your measurements, and it's going to ask you for 7 different measurements. So when I take my measurements, if this is the first time you've done it, take notes of how you did it. Like 2 inches above my belly button, or I did it with my arm not flexed. Like, take notes, detailed notes, so that you remember a month from now how to take your measurements exactly how you did it. So this is what I do. The first one is chest, and I look in the mirror. So I'm going to stand up here. So I look in the mirror, and I make sure that it's parallel to the ground, and then measure, and then write that measurement down. I'm sure you guys don't have any questions about that part. Make sure you're wearing like workout clothes when you do this, not like jeans like I am, so I'm not a good example, but make sure that you are wearing your workout clothes when you do it. So chest first, then left arm, right arm. So isn't it weird that our arms can be different sizes? It kind of bugs me when I take my measurements. I'm like, oh, that's kind of annoying. But anyway, so your arm, when you do your arm measurement, yes, you can do it by yourself. I know, it's amazing. So when you do your arm measurement, make sure you do it in the same place every time. So if you want, you can look in the mirror, and then make sure that you're not pulling it tight, and make sure you're not flexing, and take that measurement and then write it down. So I'm trying to do it here in the biggest part of my arm, and like right in the middle. So you do that for both sides, record it, and then your waist. So this one used to confuse me, and in fact, I still keep 2 measurements. I keep one around my belly button, and then I keep one in my smallest part of my waist, because they're different, and I just like kind of think it's better to take both. So I take one like right at the belly button, and you want to do it standing, of course. So you take it right at the belly button. And then you also look in the mirror and make sure it's parallel and not like up or down or whatever. Make sure it's in the middle, and then write that number down, and then measure like a little bit above your belly button where you're smallest, and take that measurement, and you're gonna just write that one down on your notes on your phone, because there's not another place for that. But your smallest measurement, put that one in as your waist, the smallest part of your waist. And if you want, you can record your belly button measurement too, or whatever. Hips, same thing. Like, make sure it's parallel and at the largest part of your hips, parallel to the ground. And then left thigh, right thigh, just the largest part of your leg that you can find. Do you guys have any questions about that? I'm going to unmute you in case you do. Hang on. Okay, does anybody have any questions about the measurements?
I know, right?
Anything. There's no dumb questions. And if you have any other questions after the call, you can ask on text or on our group on the app. Okay.
You know, Danielle,
Yeah?
every time I am on the app, the one thing that I've thought about with the measurements and the fact that you said, you know, we can take them from the smallest part of our waist and at the belly button, which do you suggest that we record in the app, since it only has the specific area?
So it only has that one area, so I would take the smallest part.
Okay. So
I feel like that would be your you want to go by the smallest because that's what you're going to find every time.
Gotcha.
So
Thanks.
the smallest part, and then I would use like a note on your phone if you want to record the belly button area.
Danielle, would it be more likely that the biggest area would change the most?
That's a good question. I mean, because I know that on all the other parts of your body, but as far as your waist goes, I always was recording my smallest part, so I really think it is a good idea. Like Brittany said, like I think it's a good idea to take 2 measurements of the waist.
Yeah, so just write it down somewhere for your own sake. The app isn't as important.
Right.
It's for you, you know, so you can see your own progress, count your inches.
Right. Yeah. So what do you think, Brittany? Do you think they should record the smallest part of their waist or the?
I would say it doesn't matter. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think my biggest part is probably the part that changes the most, personally.
Yeah.
Everybody is shaped so
I'm
differently.
thinking
But now?
part of our waist, it's kind of more getting the measurement of us around, like from our back and everything. So that side,
yeah,
I guess you would call it. It's kind of what thins out as you're able to see the difference when you're measuring that smallest part of your waist.
Yeah,
because your sides thin out. So I think with either, you're able to see the difference.
Thank you, girls. So yes, so whichever you choose, but I always personally do the smallest, but I do like to see that my waist, the measurement. I like to see how that changes too. So, and I want to, as we talk about measurements, the reason we do measurements is not because your weight and your size is what matters here. We do it because we can measure progress this way. When you have a big goal, like a certain amount of weight to lose or a certain health to reach, you need to have something you can measure. And really, your weight and your measurements is a great way to measure. Another good way to measure your progress is if you have a goal like how many pull-ups or push-ups you want to be able to do. Just things, or like a 5K that you want to run. I know I was talking to Meredith today. She's going to run a 5K after this. So having something measurable is super important, but I want you to know that this is not the purpose of our challenge group. The purpose is not to be a certain size and a certain weight. The purpose is to find a lifestyle that's going to be sustainable and positive for your life, and that will 5 years from now, you're going to still feel great. So that is the purpose, but we still do the measurements because it is measurable. So that's why we do that. I want you guys to make sure that you understand that this isn't a quick fix. That's not what it's about. It's about making lifestyle changes, but also being able to measure our progress on that road to our lifestyle changes. So, okay. Next thing I wanted to talk about was pictures. I think you guys might have questions about taking your before pictures. So me personally, I'm a very modest person. Like I don't take pictures with my stomach like and post it on the internet. That's just a personal thing for me. So what I wear is I wear a swimsuit top that's like really tight, and then I put a sports bra on over that, and then I wear some spandex shorts to take my before pictures and after pictures. So you can also do it in just a swimsuit. You can do it in workout clothes. You can do it in street clothes, just as long as you can see enough of the shape of your body that it changes. When I do it, I always do it in the same place in my house. And I do have my husband take the pictures, but I think I could also, for a couple of my pictures, I've also set a self timer to take the pictures, and then I can also be picky about it because I feel like I'm nagging him sometimes, like, no, you need to turn the phone, no, you're not doing, so sometimes it's nice just to set it up myself and do self timer to take my pictures. And also, like Kristen said one time, you can also take your pictures in the mirror. Like, as long as you can see your full body, you can take a picture of yourself into the mirror. I always do a front shot with my arms down by my side, a kind of a side shot, and then a back shot. And then I like to do like flexing in the front and flexing in the back. I'm going to unmute you guys. Do you guys have any questions about pictures? And it is a requirement.
And you guys will want to do it also, because if you show up for these 4 weeks and really commit to doing your workouts and to following a plan, you will see a difference and you'll love seeing the results from it.
I agree. Thank you, Brittany. Yes. This Kate. Oh yeah. Kate.
Hi. Okay, so when I put it on the app, I did my before and I didn't use anyway, there's only a place for one photo.
Yeah, there's only a place for one picture on there, but I want you to take all the pictures and have them on your phone, so that just in case that's not your favorite progress spot, you can have that to later. So, sorry, I'm gonna mute everybody's screen.
I don't know, honestly.
Okay, so everybody's muted, except Kate, I unmuted you. So, so yes, you take pictures of your all angles, but then just choose one to have as a progress photo. Part of the reason for that is just accountability, that like it's on there and my coach sees it and she knows it's there. Yes. So, and then the other part, like it'll be good to see in the end when you have your progress shot of your
for my own self, in case I want to make a poster size of it.
Yes. Yes, exactly. If you want to make a poster shot of it. Thank you. Yes, exactly. So I'm going to check yes, awesome. Thank you, Kate. So by tomorrow night, I'm going to check and make sure you guys all have your measurements in and your progress, your before picture in. So it's uncomfortable and not fun, and also not everybody is going to see your progress shot and your measurements. And I won't even I'm not going to look at your measurements and notice your inches and stuff. I'm just going to see that they're there. So just make sure that you have that done by tomorrow night. Meal planning is the next thing. Oh wait, are there any other questions at all? Okay, if you have any questions after this, just text me or ask in the group. So my next topic I wanted to talk about is meal planning. So I wanted to show you, where's my meal plan? Where's my meal plan? Nope, don't have it. Left it in the other room. Sorry. Okay, so I emailed you all these blank documents, and they're not super professional and amazing looking, but they get the job done. And so you print it out and then you fill it out. And this is my meal plan for this week. I have all my meals planned out and ready to go. This, I have 4 examples or meal plans you can use that have full grocery lists in our group. It's under the group section under info and files. You can find all 4 of those under there if those would be helpful to you. Also, I do a lot of Pinteresting and looking for recipes. it is some work, and but it's so important, because like when I'm not prepared for the day, it's very hard for me to feel like I've eaten healthy and stuck to a plan, because all the other temptations are there, and it just makes it really difficult. So this is a part of the reason that this is going to become a lifestyle for you as well, because after you do this for 4 weeks and have a meal plan every week, you're going to get used to it and you're going to get comfortable with it. And it's just going to feel like this is what I need to do. Like, if I need my plan, I'm going to have my plan ready, and it's going to help me every day. That doesn't mean you have to eat, like, if I don't feel like eating this on this day, I can maybe swap it out. Like, that's okay as well. There's another way that you can do meal planning where you can kind of plan, these are my breakfast options, these are my lunch options, but then these are my 7 dinners for the week. So on this day, if I feel like making this dinner, that's great because I have all the groceries for it. This is so important because, like, this is how you succeed right here. Your eating is everything. I mean, people say it's 80%, but I feel like it's so important that it's pretty much everything to me is meal planning. And then the other thing with planning, you all have a program that you're working with. If you're not planning to stick to a specific Beachbody program, you need to have a calendar that you have filled out, and that's why I also emailed the workout calendar. So make sure you have a calendar, and at the top of the calendar I emailed you, it says My Challenge Theme, and we'll talk about that in a second. But this is great to have on your fridge or wherever you're going to see every day. It tells you what your workout is for the day, and I really like crossing it off, like complete. Yesterday I just finished my 60th day and final day of Hammer and Chisel, which is a really great weightlifting Beachbody program, and it is so, yeah, Kate. Sorry, one sec. Okay, yes, Kate has a question.
No, I was just saying hooray for
Oh, thank you, Kate. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I was really excited. So it's so amazing to me. Like, I used to go to the gym and I would work really hard. I'd work out really hard for like an hour and a half, kick my trash, and then I'd come home and I wasn't really sure how to eat well, and I wasn't seeing like progress. But doing this, like having the before pictures, the before measurements, and then also having that calendar that I stick to, and this is what I'm going to do, that's when I have been seeing progress. So it's been amazing. I feel like I just rattled off. Does anyone have any other questions or things you want to add to that? Anybody? Okay.
I was just going to say, if anybody needs help with your meal planning, feel free to ask. I think that, if you look at the menus and there are things that nothing appeals to you and you want to use healthy things that you already do, or maybe you have a recipe you love and you want to see how you can make it into a healthy meal, go ahead and ask us as the coaches. We're happy to help you figure that out too. Make it work for you.
I agree. Everybody has something that that's going to work for them, and it might not work for everybody else also. But like Brittany said, like, have a plan. Like, you need to have a plan, and if you have questions, we are here. Well, that's why we're here. We're the coaches. We're here to help, and that's what we love to do. So, but we do, like, you're going to have your meal plan and your workout plan ready by tomorrow night as well. The last thing I wanted to talk about is finding your why. So when you came to your coach and you said, I'm ready to do a challenge, there was something that appealed to you that was like, this is why I want to do this. And I mean, most people have, like, I want to get healthy, I want to lose weight, or I need to lose weight. For some people, like it's necessary for your health. There are those reasons, those outward reasons. I want to fit into my jeans again, whatever it may be. Those are good reasons, but there is a deeper reason in your heart as to why you are doing this challenge. And that reason is what's going to power you through. For me, I was thinking back on with my first baby, I gained, about 60 pounds. And like so many people, I mean, I feel like when people see a new pregnant person, they have a million things to say that maybe you shouldn't say. And one of them was that I got a lot was, oh my gosh, you have gained more weight than you should. You're probably never going to lose it. I got that multiple times. You're never going to lose it. And so that became like, yes, I wanted to lose the weight, but that was like my driving force behind it, was to prove that negativity wrong. That, I mean, maybe it wasn't negativity, maybe it was just realism in their eyes, or maybe they were just being kind and trying to like give me realistic expectations. Like I know they weren't trying to be mean, but it did give me that drive, and I'm grateful for that, because that became my like, no, I'm going to prove them wrong. And not only am I going to prove them wrong, but I'm going to teach other people to prove that wrong as well. Like it's going to be, if you don't want it to be that way, it doesn't have to be that way. So that was my driving force with my first baby. It's been a little different along the journey for me, what has driven me to be healthy and be on this path of healthy living. And so it's changed a little bit for me, but I really want to encourage you guys to find that reason deep down in your heart. I know the 3 coaches on this call have really great reasons, and I'm going to ask you guys to share that in a second. But when you find that reason, but not just the superficial reason, but the deep, like, this is why I need to do this, not this is why I want to do this. That's what's going to power you through the cravings, through the hard days, through the days when you don't feel like doing a workout, through the days when you might think you're too tired to work out. That's what's going to power you through those hard times, because over the next month, there are going to be hard moments and hard days. There just are. But if you know why you are doing this and you have it right in front of you, written down on your calendar, on your fridge, written down, you're going to be able to power through those feelings and remember the real reason why you're doing this. So I'm going to unmute Brittany and Kristen and Chelsea. And if you guys have want to share your why that you have found, that would be great.
Okay, I'll go first then. So can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Good? Okay. Okay, so so some of you already kind of know this. I really felt that I needed this because I used to run cross country for 8 years, and I was in the best shape of my life during my first and second year of college. And after being done with school and moving and just kind of getting caught up with life and everything, I lost a routine and a way to keep myself feeling good and feeling ready to accomplish everything else, because really your health is what keeps you able and positive and willing to accomplish everything in your life. And so really being able to find an opportunity to embrace a daily opportunity to do these workouts and to do these challenges have been amazing since the beginning. When Danielle invited me to the first challenge group, that was what really took me to being like, wow, this is something that I really want to be a part of, because each month that I'm able to do those, they just help me to recommit myself to my why. Because whenever I have an off week. And trust me, with being pregnant, my first trimester was something where I really didn't want to do much of anything but sleep. With that being said, that's another big part of my why, because this is my first baby, but definitely with hearing Danielle's story and just anyone with, gaining that pregnancy weight, being able to find a routine that really helps to have a healthy pregnancy, and then to be able to get back to who you are at your core, and being able to be a good mom, and being able to be active with your children, and being able to maintain that throughout your life. So I just think that's really important, and why I really love Beachbody, and how the community of it is so strong, and how it's like a sisterhood. You got your occasional guys in the program, but with our teams too, it's very much a sisterhood, and we all are very willing to help and be there for each other. And I just love that, because it really helps you just stick with your goals and to be able to reach those.
Kristen, you want to go?
I will.
I can if you don't.
It's fine. So I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome 3 years ago, and it has been a real emotional struggle with everything that went into getting diagnosed, and then in the process of having to lose the weight. And as part of my diagnosis, I'm on a couple of medications, one to stabilize my blood sugar, and then another for my hormones. And, through the process of the last several years of really getting to a point of liking myself, I had to accept myself and like myself as the person that I was then, and then find that motivation that now that I really like who I am and I'm okay being the person that I am, I want to be healthy, and I want to not need the medication, and I want to be able to have the energy to enjoy life rather than just want to sleep all day, every day. And so that's really what got me started in this. And that's my why, is coming off that medicine and being able to know that I'm healthy enough that I don't need it anymore, and that I can control it by what I'm eating and how I'm living my life, rather than needing something fake and artificial put into my body to keep me healthy. So that's my why.
Great, Kristen. Like Kristen, I have the same condition, and I've been fighting to not have to go on medication. I haven't gotten to that point. But I have several reasons also. I've spent the last couple of years feeling really tired all the time and getting sick, like constantly. I spend 9 months out of the year sick, I feel like, and just dragging. So for me, I really decided I needed to focus on my eating, and hoping that maybe I could change the way I was feeling with clean eating. And it's definitely made a difference. The Shakeology has made a difference, cutting out processed things that are so easy to eat because they're so convenient, but are really bad for my body. They don't fuel me the way I need to be fueled. And then also for my kids, I see them, they still eat a lot of those same processed things, and I want to get them liking the clean, healthy foods that I'm trying to eat, and making it they'll say things like, oh yeah, mom doesn't want to eat that because it's not healthy, but then they all sit there and eat it. And I'm thinking, okay, we all don't want to eat this because it's not healthy. Come on guys, let's find some more foods we like that are good. Anyway, so yeah, I've got multiple reasons for it.
Thank you so much. Y'all are powerhouses. I'm so grateful for you. So yeah, that's, if you guys have any more questions, just remember you can ask any of us, or in the app or text message. But just know that, like, you guys are important to us, and this challenge is important in your life. And we know that you're here because something in your heart told you to be here, and that this is just, and you know that this is going to help you in your health journey. And I personally, like, pray for you guys every day. I find it really important what I do as a coach, and I'm just really grateful to be able to share with you guys my love for exercise and nutrition, and just honored to coach you all. And thank you so much for being here. And I know it's going to be a great journey, and just remember to find that why power that powers you behind what you're doing in this challenge. And I know that you're going to see amazing results and just feel really great. So thank you guys, and going to go ahead and end the call. Have a great day.